Yeah, I thought we started the game, kind of on our heels. Whether it was defensively, they came out and scripted a great first drive. We have film now, so they put together a great drive, and next thing you know, we turn the ball over and it's 10-0. So at that point, we just needed to settle in the game. When you get up, they're up 10-0 first quarter on the road, tough opponent. Those are times where okay, we got to settle this group down offensively, defensively, and battle back into the game, which I thought we did. The defense really after that point, all the way up until that fourth quarter drive, really did a great job defensively. The story, that I tell my young men, on Mondays over the game is, I thought we lost momentum there. We gained momentum when we recovered that punt, on the 25, 30-yard line. And that's where we just got to do a better job. And me, even as a coach, we want to take a shot there and keep the momentum going. And, we had a bad play call versus the defense they were in, and we end up taking a sack. So all that momentum right there, I thought that was huge, especially for our sidelines and a young team. Those are my takeaways from that first half. But, just to battle back into the game and take the lead in the fourth quarter, that second half, I really felt it was the first time I saw our team really come together, really stay together, the enthusiasm and the belief that, we're going to win this football game. So from those standpoints, effort I thought was tremendous throughout the whole. And when you watch film, you see the effort, even on those plays where the ball didn't bounce our way. The effort on those were teaching points that I used in our Monday morning meeting, just to show the effort that individuals are demonstrating on Saturdays.
But with that being said, so close, to getting the victory. What's the mood of the team? How do you kind of keep them upbeat?
It's that we're still learning. For us, it's about putting good days upon stacking those good days upon good days. Like today, I thought we went out and had a good Tuesday practice. We got to keep and come now have a good Wednesday practice, and then have a good Thursday practice, then have a good Friday practice. And, probably a focal point now is, we got to learn how to finish. One more first down, and it's different plane ride home. It's a different feeling on Sunday and Monday. So that the old fly is just one more first down. So those are areas we're learning. Those are tough learning experiences. But, our kids probably respond quicker. They went out today with great enthusiasm, and I thought we had a great Tuesday practice.
What are some things that you're focusing on after watching film from last week?
We're halfway through the season. So in a football game, this would be at halftime. So we really wanted to dig down, challenge the coaches to, really find out who we are, where we have made the biggest strides, where do we need to continue to make those strides. And, when you walk out at halftime, you always say, hey, it's 0-0. We got to go play a second half. Well, the same thing in a season. We learned a lot, I think, in the last 4 weeks. Learned a lot about ourselves, learned a lot about our team, offensively, defensively, special teams. Now let's walk out into the second half of the season, and let's focus, too, on just taking one play at a time, one day at a time, and one game at a time. And we got 4 weeks to really try to get this football team better than they were 4 weeks ago, better than where they are today, and gain some momentum as we head into the offseason for a quick turnaround for fall.
But a couple plays here and there would have the victory. The game does come down to 45 plays, doesn't it?
It always comes down 4 or 5 plays, and why I love the sport. And, we told our young men on, after the game, we don't play with a round football. The football can bounce any which direction, and we had the opportunities there on the last drive, but, there's opportunities earlier. I mentioned about the muff punt that, we had great momentum and we didn't get any points, from that drive. being able not to get a crucial first down when we need to get first down, balls knocked on the ground, and we got 5 players around, and it hits a foot and goes out of bounds. But if you would have saw the effort that a Grant Dixon got to strip that ball to get it on the ground, or the effort of Chris Fitzgerald taking on a double team and 3 yards deep in the backfield, and all of a sudden you see his left hand go up the back of his hand, tips the football, which gives 4 of our players the opportunity to make an interception and end the game. And we all wish that that those are the hard lessons that you learn. We didn't make that play there, but there's other plays in the game where could have determined that outcome.
I asked Grant a little bit about the strength of schedule, and obviously you don't take anybody lightly in this league. It's certainly not South Dakota, but through your first 4 weeks, having faced 4 of the top teams, not just in the league but in the country, how much better prepared are you for the second half of the season, knowing that you've kind of seen what the best in the country have to offer and have been able to hang with, all of them?
I think it's more of focusing, and I know it's an old cliche, but focusing on ourselves and what areas we need to get better at. And the best way to do that is go out and play. The best way to do that is go and get film and study that film and go out and practice those mistakes. So, yeah, it's been challenging, and it continues to be. And we can say, I usually wait until Wednesday to watch the full game of, previous seasons. And yesterday I dived right into it because, I saw the score from the last time Youngstown State played South Dakota. It was a 56-21 game. And so I decided that I was rather lose my sleep on Monday night than lose my sleep on Wednesday night watching that game and just seeing the dominance. And those same 9 guys, there's 9 starters on South Dakota that put 56 on the Penguins a year ago. And those guys are all coming to the Ice Castle this Saturday. So, for us, you get no time, but again, we got to focus in today. Again, we're still sticking, to our plan of doing a lot of ones-on-one. So we're playing against our defense and they're playing against our offense on a Tuesday practice. But there's no, we're still focusing on us getting better every day, every play. And that's got to be the focal point for the next 4 weeks, because these 4 weeks fly by. The first 4 weeks flew by. And I want to make sure that we're putting our program in the direction where we can be successful in the future. But our boys, I'm telling you, they're going to fight every Saturday. They showed that this past Saturday. Now we got to show the consistency to finish. And I want them to taste victory.
What did you see on special teams with the field goals and kind of the extra points? Is there a common denominator in that?
Yeah, protection. And you can put that on my shoulders, and I got to do a better job making sure that we protect a lot better. People, if you're watching TV, you don't see it, you say, oh, the kick's low, but we got to do a better job. We got to shore that up. I thought we've had good special teams. We need superior special teams. And field goal, every point in a football game matters, whether it's an extra point, it's a field goal. It comes down. It's a game of inches, and so we got to do a better job. I got to do a better job, and we're gonna get back to work and make sure we shore that front line up to protect for our kickers.
What do you see with South Dakota? Obviously, they've got a young quarterback that's had some success this year. Is it because of the 9 guys around him that kind of already know what they're doing and been there, done that, or is he, is it something you got to really game plan? The secondary wise, you guys seem really, really solid.
Yeah, and this will be the great challenge for us because of the tempo and how many plays they try to run in a football game. And it's nice when you got your whole offensive line coming back that have more than I think the less experienced guy up front has 8 starts for him. So to be able to put a young quarterback in where you at least have sure the up front, it helps tremendously having good running backs that have been in action for the last couple years for him, and then having some experience on the perimeter. So all those play a role, and he can throw the football. I mean, he can throw every throw, whether it's the deep outs, the deep balls, so again, look at it as a great challenge for us, and we got still get better. We're not where we need to be. I love Coach Schaefer. He reminds those guys that we're not playing good defense yet, and every day we're taking a step to play better defense. And it starts with getting aligned up, which will be a challenge this week of just making sure we're lined up, making sure we know our assignment, what our responsibility, and then still be able to have the ability to play fast and play hard for 4+ quarters.
Hey, Doug, on another subject, the portal seems to be affecting all sports, and I know you've had a couple of guys go to the portal, but not to get into that, but just the portal in general. Is that good, bad, or indifferent, or what's your opinion on that?
I try to focus on what I can control. I can't control that. I know, the portal has benefited us, and I'm sure every program can say it has benefited just on the transfers maybe that you're picking up. And for coaches, it's a double-edged sword. Some kids choose to jump in the portal. Some kids are jumping in the portal because maybe they cannot get on the field, and they want to play football, and they want to go to a place where they can get more reps, So for me, it's the lifestyle we're living in right now. I do believe, though, sometimes it might be, everyone has a different reason why they're going in. Some maybe they knew that they weren't maybe going to play football. Some are going because maybe they felt they didn't get enough reps or plays in the current program they're at. So it just makes it easier to just jump in when things get really hard. And, for me, the timing of it, and I don't mind the portal if there's timing at the end of a season, somebody comes up, coach, hey, great, I'll help you, whatever you need to do. We want you to be happy. But the timing, I think, during the season, those are the difficult ones because, you're trying to build team, you're trying to build a brotherhood, but in today's world, that's just a quick answer, for a lot of young men and women. So, but it is what it is, and it's something we're going to have to deal with for years to come.